Exciting podcast today, Mashy.
Yes.
We've got a special guest at the end of the podcast. Ryan Fox is coming into the Export Beer Garden studios to talk us through some Chasing the Fox news.
I've just realised something.
What?
So throughout the so we've done the chat with Ryan Fox. I'm going to smack it at the end of this episode so you can hang around and listen to the whole ep. But I've realised I was tinkering with his headphone volume, not mine.
Oh, so it was his super loud.
Turns out he's been enduring some quite loud ACC Head G Lane and Caddie for the last half an hour or so. So I apologise to Ryan if you are listening back to this. I didn't realise that I was adjusting your volume. I thought I was adjusting mine. So that's an embarrassing way to start that. But anyway, yes, exciting podcast. He's in, of course, Chasing the Fox is back, and we're going to talk to him about that.
Yep, I'm going to float a few ideas past him as well.
Yep, you are. Look forward to hearing those again.
Let's just say he let a couple through to the keeper.
Yep.
And wisely so.
Yeah.
So good on you. But golf's a bit hot at the moment because Ryder Cup starts this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend.
It's Europe versus America. It's in America this year. And Ian Poulter has come out and just basically absolutely laid into American golf fans. Listen to this.
We don't get the Open Championship. You don't get it anywhere. Like, it's only in America the stupidness comes out. This is just a UK channel, right?
Mainly.
Perfect.
I was going to say, you've gone to town.
It's just so annoying. It's annoying. It's like there's no need for it, right? Our fans, when they come and watch golf, are very respectful. I'm not completely dissing the American fans because the atmosphere in America is amazing.
No,
I think the understanding of a good shot.
Just roasted them. No, well, I'm not dissing you, really. But... there are a number of times in the States where you can hit...
This is Tyrell.
You can hit 4-iron to, say, 15 feet, and that's a great shot, but no one up the green's clapped.
You
kind of like, oh... You thought you'd missed the green. If it's you can't see where the ball's finished. You get up there and you're like, me, it's a tough crowd.
There's Tyrrell Hatton at the end there.
But, so is it pronounced Tyrrell?
Tyrrell, yeah.
I've been going Tyrell for the last few while.
Tyrrell,
okay.
I talked to Foxy about that, and he's got some great insight on his behaviour as well. He sounds like a great New Zealander.
He was far more charming about the situation, Tyrrell, wasn't he?
Yes, but Poulter said he just can't stand, like, you tee off and someone always yells, get in the hole, or like that just kind of...
Right.
Give me back my son, and just kind of catchphrases.
Okay, he doesn't realise the sport he's playing.
Yeah, mindless catchphrases. But it's only America, because he was saying at the Open, no one screams out stupid shit. They kind of appreciate golf. That's what he was getting at.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
which is going to fire them up.
Yeah, it will fire them up. But what do you think? In principle, his take on that means that he prefers like old school golf fans, the slightly snobby side of things?
I think he's just a bit brainless. That's
okay,
all.
Right.
It's not very like people when I go, oh, great drive, like or something like that. If you do a great drive, he said you could spray it into the trees and someone still yells, get in the hole.
Yeah,
it's that kind of stuff that he was getting at. But he doesn't care, Ian Poulter.
That's good.
He's one of those golfers or sports people that are at the end of their career and they couldn't give. Yeah,
I admire it.
Going on. But the Ryder Cup, there's a little bit of noise going around the Ryder Cup because the Keegan Bradley has agreed to pay each of the American players $500,000 US per player to appear in the Ryder Cup.
Right.
And the European players have said we don't want to be paid. We don't want a distraction. We just want to beat America. And in the past, a portion of it has been donated to charity for the Americans, and there's a little bit of shithousery going on.
Yeah, I kind of fuck with this.
But saying that,
we don't need to
I've also read that this is like a 400 million New Zealand dollar event. That's how much money gets generated out of the Ryder Cup, and they absolutely rinse the fans. So the prices have gone through the roof this year. So even if you want to be a volunteer, Mashy, at this event for 4 days, volunteer to stand there and tell people to be quiet or tell people where to go, you have to fork out $350 US to cover your uniforms and food. So that's just to volunteer. Day passes are $750 US. So you're talking $1,500 for a day pass.
Okay.
Even to get there, there's a transport company that offering transport out there. Even that is like $175 to get out there.
Holy shit. So they obviously have no intention like other events like the Masters and stuff like that to keep prices back or traditional?
No, there's a total money maker. So the average fan will pay $1,000 per day to attend the Ryder Cup, and that doesn't account for any out-of-town travellers. So that's just you turning up, you've flown there, you've got accommodation. That day is going to cost you about 2,000 New Zealand dollars.
Yeah, and then extracurricular on top of that, mate.
Yeah, and they do include concessions in that and non-alcoholic drinks. So that's included. So you get food and non-alcoholic beverages. But still,
that doesn't mean shit really, does it? That's a lot of money, $2,000.
So you're eventually looking at about kind of a 10 grand trip, really.
And do they let a lot of people in, do you know?
Yeah, they pack it out as much as they
fill
can.
It up and
but you know, it's supposed to be a non-profit organisation, the PGA of America, but they are absolutely rinsing this one. So I think that's why probably the American players, a lot of them are giving their entire $500,000 to charity.
Okay, good for
and
them.
some aren't disclosing what they're doing. Whereas the Europeans have just gone, you know what? Nah.
Just don't pay us.
Just don't pay us. We want to beat. We want no motivation other than bending over the Americans and pantsing them.
And it also looks awesome if the people that got paid $500,000 each don't win the tournament, and the people that said, "Hey, don't worry about paying us," win the tournament.
Yeah. So you got the TV rights that go into it. You got the corporate hospitality. You've got all the merchandise, obviously the luxury suites. Like I was saying, if $400 million New Zealand.
How does corporate hospitality work at golf? Do you have is it a tent style thing?
Yeah,
and then
it's a
you're
tent
positioned at the same place for the whole day.
Yeah, it's a box situation. So you have those temporary structures, and you would have seen them.
I saw the All Whites in one when Foxy won that tournament.
Yeah, I mean that was a pretty agricultural one, but you see the ones at like the Waste Management Open as quite a good one.
Yep.
At the party hole, you'll see all those. That's a corporate hospitality suite. That's that kind of.
So you stay in the same place for the whole day. Okay, that makes sense.
So anyway, that kicks off this weekend. So that's going to be a cracker because there's a little bit of niggle between not only the LIV and the PGA, but obviously there's always niggle between Europe and America around who produces the best golfers, who has the best golf course, and who has the best tour as well. Because there's the European PGA Tour, and then there's the American PGA Tour.
And as we alluded to earlier with that piece of audio discussing the American fans, it's a lot. There's a cultural kind of war in it as well, or just the way that people operate. Like I just like watching the way that the two different, continents play golf.
Yeah,
and the way they wind each other up, and quite often the Europeans, is it fair to say, are slightly more relaxed?
Yeah, I don't know. They relax.
Or am I generalising there? A little more. I think
they're
less prickly.
Yeah, I think they're more social.
Yeah,
you've got Tyrrell Hatton and even the likes of Ryan Fox. You'd put into that European category. Anyone.
And let's be honest, that's who we're going to be supporting this weekend.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because last time we talked to Foxy, he was saying, who do you hang out with? And we're like, no one really hangs out with the Americans. They kind of stick to themselves.
Yeah.
Whereas all the Aussies, all the Kiwis, Saffers, and the Englishmen all kind of hang out and have beers and are social.
What we took away from that podcast was Americans equals Winders.
Yeah. Correct. And also the fact that Rory McIlroy sounds like a real GC.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I forgot to ask him if he thought about if they discussed the fact that he took the record off Rory McIlroy in that
on that world record
attempt. But
yeah, I'll be interested. Anyway, we'll hear from him a bit later. So should we get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it. Oh, sorry, that's my job. Live from the Export Beer Garden Studio. This is the agenda for Thursday, the 25th of September.
The Agenda Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
All right, don't panic, Netty fans. Cam Roigard is also fizzing for Saturday. That's not anything to do with Netty fans. Trump is... sorry, let me clear my voice. Let me start that whole bit again. Don't panic, Netty fans. Cam Roigard is fizzing for Saturday. Trump is helping expand the next FIFA World Cup, and Ryan Fox joins us later on. But first, Netty.
Yep.
Relax. We won. We secured the Tiny.
Yeah, who's a former player, I found out. Tiny Jameson,
not to be confused with Tiny. She Jameson wasn't tiny.
It's like Tanya with an I on the end.
Yep, that's right. Last night beating South Africa in the second test in Napes, was it?
Yeah, it was in Napes. Yeah, they smashed them last night. I actually watched that. South Africa, they won the first quarter. South Africa, but then the Silver Ferns came back and smoked them. But it'll be interesting to see. Everyone's looking at the other story, the other headline, and that's Auntie Knowles.
I was going to ask, what's the latest with
Auntie Knowles? No one knows because the
current Knowles wasn't there.
The current coach, she's got one more game. She's got to go back to work. She's like, I'd love to coach them in the next series, but I got to go back to work.
Yeah, I don't have enough leave.
Yeah, correct.
She's my auntie.
Durry, legitimately?
Jury, yeah. She's my auntie.
You got a stupid grin on your face. There's no way.
I think it's just
How many juries are there out there?
That's a good point.
I was you just assuming you're related just because there's no jury. It's hyphenated jury though, so she's probably very distant.
She married out of the family.
Yeah.
So is Auntie Knowles parked up at home on a couch just watching the Silver Ferns play?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. We'll see how that.
Well, we don't know, do we? But
because they said they've suspended her just for the series, her and her assistant. But we'll see how that plays out.
Oh, so the assistant's involved as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I just was wondering if it was going to be like a football situation where you've got her sitting up in the bleachers, in the nosebleed somewhere, just watching the game from afar.
No. I think
she's
keeping
been stood
distance.
down. Okay.
She's keeping a distance, but that'll unfold. I think the third game is from NZer.
Okay.
They love their netty down in NZer.
Shit,
they love their netty in NZer.
They love their sport down there.
Yeah.
Netty, ruggers, hard.
Yeah, it's just the basics, isn't it?
Cam Roigard is back to Kirk Finlay Christie once again.
Oh, so as he so Cam Roigard's team gets named today, I think, the All Blacks. So Cam Roigard said he's available, and obviously Cortez Ratima is sniffing about as well. So poor Finlay Christie might not even be on the bench this weekend for the Bledisloe. So that Bledisloe is 5 o'clock on Saturday. We've also, just so you know, anyone who came to our yard party, our 599 yard party on New North Road, but it's going to do that again, starting from 2 o'clock on, or was it 2 or 3 o'clock on 3 o'clock on Saturday. So it's a short, sharp window, but the after party is probably what you want to hit afterwards.
Have we discussed what we're going to do about the sausages situation?
Oh, no, I'm not going to give away sausages anymore.
Yeah, I
people
think
just
that's
started
for
chucking sausages.
It's amazing how quickly those sausages came out of the packaging, wasn't it? And just started getting hefted at each other. So that's good. No sausages this time. BYO sausages if you want to have a sausage.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually, I've got to be careful with that.
So what's Trumpy doing? What's Trumpy doing with FIFA?
I don't know. FIFA is ready to go to war with UEFA again over proposals to expand the World Cup to 64 teams for its centenary edition in 2030. So
no, sorry. So FIFA's ready to go with UEFA. Are they trying to expand the European Cup to 64 teams?
Well, so hang on. What was your question? You're asking me what Trump's up to?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm just reading what's in front of me. So the head of state from Paraguay and Uruguay met FIFA President Gianni Infantino in Trump Tower. So it's got nothing to do with Trump, maybe, other than the fact it was facilitated there. New York City on Wednesday.
So it's got everything to do with Trumpy.
Is it?
He's always involved.
He's always.
Wednesday to discuss plans to increase the size of the world's biggest sporting event yet again. I don't know.
They're doing it yet more.
Yeah, like I said, 64 teams for the centenary edition in 2030. So the situation that they've always got, FIFA, is they cannot compete with the amount of games being played that UEFA. So the UEFA have Champions League and all these things going on.
Cup and stuff
they've got a lot of stuff happening, and FIFA can only get a tournament every couple of years.
Yeah.
And they're not making enough money.
Well, hence the FIFA Club World Cup is such a massive thing now with $1 billion worth that they're going to do every year.
And I imagine that's going to keep coming back, and again,
so the Europeans are going, what are you doing? But then you've got South Americans like Paraguay and Uruguay are even.
And 64 teams is a fuckload.
Yeah, that is quite a lot.
That's a big tournament.
Mind you could just about put every South American country in there. Because a lot of them miss out and New Zealand get in.
But that's essentially what it is. It's FIFA are trying to expand one of their tournaments yet again.
I think that's why all the South Americans are involved with Trumpy, because they want spots.
But he doesn't like them because they keep coming over his border.
Yeah, but if they're playing football, though, he loves them.
What does Trumpy have to do with this? Is this because it's in the States, this tournament?
No, I think it's just because it's at Trump Tower.
It's just at Trump Tower. It was a very tenuous link.
Okay, people keep asking me about Trump. I don't know what Trump's got to do with this.
Thanks for the clickbait.
I learned that from the Herald. So that Trump handles FIFA expansion.
But really, it's like at Trump Towers.
Yeah.
That's all Gianni Infantino met the South Americans.
Okay.
Well, this will be the best tournament.
Jeez,
the biggest tournament.
Charlie would have loved this tournament.
Oh, Charlie would have loved it.
Charlie would have loved this tournament. I'm glad we absolutely waded our way through that piece of football news.
We confused ourselves with the Trump.
Do you know what? That's really going to upset our football fan base, because they're going to be, once again, you're going to get it in the neck.
Yeah, we'll get it in the neck.
Anything about football.
Yeah. Well, you came at me with what Trump's up to. I don't know what Trump's up to. I just know that FIFA are once again trying to expand another tournament of theirs to 64. Which means we'll make it, to be fair, which is a good sign.
So what I could take from that, Europe don't really want it, but South America does.
That's what it feels like, because it's harder for all those South American teams. Quite often there's some good South American teams that miss out. And less European teams.
And we get an automatic entry pretty much every year now.
That's right.
Or every World Cup, because we have to win. All we have to win is Oceania without Australia.
Yeah, and I cannot tell you off the top of my head, and I'm sure there are people listening along shouting at their fucking Apple CarPlay right now.
Yeah.
Saying that this is how many South American teams play in the FIFA World Cup finals. But
There could always be more.
There should be way more because they're so good at football.
Uruguay, Paraguay, Peru, Mexico,
Chile miss out. All these countries that are
Brazil,
just so
Chile. Yeah, there's a whole bunch.
So you can see why the South Americans are pretty keen to get back in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's move on.
Hey, do we get to draw the Chad Powers tomorrow?
Tomorrow, right?
$500 cash for the best alter ego that you can send us. Thanks to Disney Plus. All you have to do is just get onto the iHeartradio talkback function. Last chance today, I guess, to let us know. I've got Mickey Wilkinson. You've got BJ Johnson. And Mania had Lux Hoover Dyson.
That's right.
Have we got another entry today?
Sounds like it. Let's have a listen here.
Alter ego, Charlie White from the back hills of South Canterbury. Gap tooth, thick stubbly beard, bit of a mullet, and a red bandana line that we never get rid of. A fit as from walking the hills with his horse Rog, and turns up for rugby on a Saturday, carves up. That's absolute nice. Menace on the piss, smoking a pack of darts before disappearing into the hills for another week.
Is that Tom Phillips? Is it describing there?
We used to have a guy that played for the Copper Cricket Club. His name was Tinker. I couldn't tell you his real name, but he used to half back darts. He was paper thin. He was so skinny. And he'd just rock up. He'd rock up late every single week, and he would always take a 6-foot, just bowl these left arm offies, and then every now and again he'd bowl one out at the front of the hand that just drifted and dipped. And he just took so many wickets with this thing. And I always thought growing up that that's exactly who I wanted to be. And now hearing that submission there from that punter, I can understand that a lot of people feel that way. People want to play sport without the pomp and ceremony around it, don't they?
Yeah, I enjoyed that talkback actually, that Chad Powers alter ego, because I could picture him. You know, a guy who lives in the bush, super fit, just comes out, plays code, carves up, and then just disappears back onto the farm again, crushing darts and just moving cattle, and he's chopping trees down and trapping possums.
Real, just big old thunder thighs. Yeah, they know how to move some weight. Yeah,
so Chad Powers out next Tuesday on Disney Plus. It's the story of, it is a Ted Lasso of kind of American football, isn't it? A quarterback that blows out in college, comes back, disguises himself, and has another crack in full disguise. So get onto that next Tuesday on Disney Plus. Hey, before we talk to Foxy, before we chat to him about chasing the fox, he's got some big news. Our hunch this week, Mashi.
Yes.
We are going for a hole-in-one in the Ryder Cup. At any stage of the Ryder Cup, there will be a hole-in-one paying $5.
Okay. And you've put a hundy on that?
Yep.
Love it.
Yep. So there we go.
I mean, how often are there hole-in-ones at Ryder Cups? There's a stat that you won't know. Sorry, I don't know why I'm asking questions. That's harsh. But I would have thought...
I don't think I've ever seen one.
No.
It's only paying $5, though.
It's bound to happen.
So it's going to happen. And whether this takes into account practice rounds, you know how they always get those hole-in-ones on the par threes?
No, it'll have to be. It'll have to, can't be practice. It'll have to be proper. It'll have to be proper.
Fuck you, Carl.
Let's take a break and come back with Foxy.
Rightio, welcome back and welcome to the studio, Ryan Fox in the flesh. How you going?
I'm good, boys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
this is exciting.
Isn't it exciting? Hey, welcome home. How's life at the moment?
It's pretty good. I've got 8 weeks off. So as long as the weather sorts itself out and I can go fishing in the next 8 weeks, I'll be really happy.
8 weeks. Oh, that's a good little break. Last time we talked to you, there was an electrical storm thundering around Jupiter, Florida.
Yep.
Have you Airbnb'd a house out, or can we, Mesh and I, go stay in the next 8 weeks?
Well, you can probably go stay. There's no furniture. You can sleep on the floor. The pool will still be warm. There's a trampoline you could sleep on if you wanted to.
It's pretty warm, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
Warm would be an understatement.
Right. Okay. Excellent. Oh, well, it's great to have you back home.
Yeah.
And I believe we've got some exciting news, because our favourite time of the year is chasing the fox season, and this year we've got some pretty exciting news.
We do, yep. Well, we've got a new naming rights sponsor, Manuka Fuel.
Yep.
I should get to say that properly.
Yeah, you got the sponsor's product right here.
I've said it enough times today and I still messed it up.
Manuka Fuel, chasing the fox. Yeah.
And so we're going to have partners this year. So the guys playing their own ball, myself and Dan Hillier and etc., are going to have someone else to play with.
Oh, excellent.
So, I mean, if anyone watched the leaderboard last year, the guys playing their own ball sucked.
Yes, because that's the thing. So, if those of you who are new to the Chasing the Fox format, it's basically everyone's playing Ambrose, 3-ball Ambrose. So you've got professional sportsmen, politicians, whatever, and you're on your own. So they can take risks in terms of someone can try and drive the green. If they miss, it doesn't matter. Whereas all the pressure's on you. So you're saying this year you're going to even up the stakes a little?
Yeah. Try to make it a bit more competitive.
And what do you say to allegations, Ryan, that was because of the fact you got beaten by Team Media last year? That you
well,
said
there might be a little bit.
Yeah, this is. We can't let this happen again.
Losing to Rigger, and Diane Wood.
Yes, Like I could lose to Di Henwood every day, but those other two, not so much.
We've been looking for a count back on their scorecard for the longest time, mate, and we cannot get it.
Well,
I think Rigger took 98% of those shots.
He did. Well, because they played with Hillier, and Hillier said Rigger would have beaten him properly for those 6 holes. But I think part of the format, because it's 6 holes, it's a sprint, right? Like if you're playing your own ball and you miss a couple of putts, you're out.
Yeah, totally.
Whereas at least now, we're going to have some help and make it a bit more interesting.
And who have you got lined up? Like, can you give us any clues? Is there any clues in that current Guinness Book of Records that you just broke? Is there anyone in there?
No, I will say we did try, and it didn't quite pan out as well as we would have hoped. But that's all part of it. But try to make it as interesting as possible.
Excellent.
And look, it went great guns last year. I think it took us by surprise how big it got.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can build on that this year. And part of the format change, hopefully, will add to that, not just with people, but with making it a bit more interesting as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the Europeans and the USA, they got their Ryder Cup, but they can stick their Ryder Cup because we've got the Manuka fuel chasing the fox. That's what we've got, and it was a great event last year. In part, some people who didn't go along struggled with the kind of what is it, but it is a pretty simple format. It's 6 holes, which I think is what golf should be. I think 18's too much for me.
Yeah, 6
I reckon
is spot on.
12 is good for a long day. 6 is good for a stag do.
At the rate you drink Export Ultras as well, I think 6 is about all you need.
It's a lot easier to drink a beer a hole for 6 holes, though, isn't it?
Correct, absolutely. And it's going to be on TVNZ again. And unbelievably, we've been asked back to do the commentary again for that. Some of the feedback we got last year from TVNZ, they sat us down and they said, we've rewatched the footage. And I was like, and they said, look, you can't say the Hitler. You can't say the 2 shots from the bunker. Okay, you can't do that one. And we're like, okay, fair enough.
Yep.
And
you said fair enough on that.
There's some ones that are way worse than that.
I know. And then I said, and the Bin Laden from bunker to bunker. And they said,
that's Saddam.
Yeah, Saddam, yeah.
The worst one's the Princess Di.
Yes.
Shouldn't have taken the driver.
Yeah, and then there's the other one that should have taken a driver.
Yeah.
And then there was the MH370, it looked good in the air, but we couldn't find it. Like, we said them all. We said them all. And they only picked out the Hitler and the Saddam. So
what was the Danny DeVito?
Oh, that was a nasty little 4-footer.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that as Maradona.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
So, because Manai and
Giraffe's ass, high and stinky.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I haven't heard that one.
The stepsister up there, but probably shouldn't be.
Are you chirping on the PGA Tour? Are you chirping people with this type of chat, Foxy?
Are
these sayings coming out? Like, these phrases don't come out?
No, they don't come out. I mean, I played with Tyrrell Hatton and Bob McIntyre a couple of weeks ago, and some stuff did come out there, but mainly it was just 4-letter words.
Yeah, right. Hey, speaking of which, the 4-letter words, because we're partnering with Movember. That's our charity of choice. And this Movember, we're trying to do the swear card. So basically, instead of scoring in golf, you grab one of these and you note down how many swear words you do. And we want to turn fucks into bucks. So you tally up and then you pony up at the end and you scan the QR code and you donate to Movember.
We're going to have to send one to Tyrell.
Oh, yeah, Tyrell sounds like he probably needs one of these.
And by the time
he would clock it in a round of golf.
It would be. Well, I might have to get hold of him because he'd probably change the face of men's health in one round.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. How good a bloke is Tyrell Hatton? That story he told at his conference.
He's brilliant.
Was one of the fun, like he just said, you don't need to hear it, but I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's just him.
Yeah,
like he's like a whinging, angry pom.
Yeah,
but he embraces it.
Yeah,
and he wouldn't be a good golfer if he wouldn't just berate himself after every shot.
Oh, that's so good. I might just send him a swear card. Hey, speaking of the Chasing the Fox format, I think it's such a great format. If you know golf, understand it pretty quickly. If you're watching that TVNZ coverage, you'll get it pretty quickly. But I was thinking potentially you could franchise it out around the PGA. And I was thinking of other names you could do.
Oh dear, this is going to go bad.
No, it's not too bad. Like Chasing the Fleet for Tommy Fleetwood. You know, you could get him, maybe catch the Colin Morikawa, running with the Ram, stroking the striker, shuffle past Scheffler. And then I moved to like the LPGA and I said Catching the Co, which I thought was quite good.
Yeah, that's good.
Hit a massive brick wall when I had Chasing the Minge.
What else you got?
So that's where I stopped because I thought might go too far.
So that's the last one.
That's the last one. I've got to stop at that one.
Yeah, okay, so that was the last. Any of those you're into there, Foxy?
No comment. I'll get myself in trouble.
Thanks for coming in, mate.
You can leave that one through the keeper. That's fine. So Manuka Fuel, Chasing the Fox, December 12th.
Yep.
At Royal Auckland in the Grange. I still can't believe it's there. It's a great time.
It's our Christmas party.
Yeah, it's our Christmas party. It is. And for all the details there, head to chasingthefox.co.nz if you want to. There's corporate packages. You can actually play on the day before you. You can get a corporate team together, or you can just get a group of mates together. It is a good time. You can wander the course, having beers and watching yourself play, and a bunch of washed-up media people.
I'm sure it was quite good.
Potentially some current sportsmen as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the current sportsmen are great actually watching them.
I was going to comment on that. The wattage that you have at this event is very high. I mean, you've got people from politicians to the best of the best All Blacks that we've ever had and some of the biggest names in our sport.
Kind of crazy, to be honest.
You look around and it's absurd, eh?
And it's got my name on it. It makes no sense. Like, who wants to go and play a golf tournament with my name on it? And you've got all these people playing. It's pretty awesome.
You're a very humble guy, Ryan, because
the most foxy response.
It is. And I'd like to personally thank you because as a father, everyone who plays casual golf, like I love it, play casual golf. You always dream of one day playing a round of golf with your kids, like 18 holes. And in my mind, I always had it at a late teens, early 20s, is by the time I'd be able to play with them. But what you've done in New Zealand is you've created a whole generation. I actually play golf every week with my 8-year-old and my 13-year-old. And my 13-year-old is sitting in the corner. He loves the fact that he beat me on Monday.
Oh, he's 2 years ahead of me. I was like 15 when I beat my old man.
Yeah.
But did you talk to him afterwards? Because my old man didn't talk to me for like 3 days after I beat him.
There was a few questions around scoring, but I let that go. But the fact that I'm now once a week I spend time with my kids on a golf course is pretty cool. Awesome. And the 8-year-old, he plays every week with his 3 mates. They're called the four ball sacks, and you got 4 8-year-olds hacking their way around the course and loving it. You know, because a lot of people look at it and it's a boring game, takes up a lot of time. But these kids are into it, and you're very humble, but a lot of it is down to you and what you've done for the game in New Zealand, your profile overseas, what you've done with Chasing the Fox. So personally for me, I'd like to thank you because I get to spend more time with my kids doing something that I actually like as opposed to something I don't like, which is a lot of stuff.
If you play golf enough, you're going to not like it at some point too.
Trust me, I swing. Don't worry, I swing from loving it to hating it, so don't worry about that. But okay, so you're in the media car wash today. You're going around pushing the word of the Chasing the Fox. What do you do? What are you doing from tomorrow?
I'm going to the All Blacks test on Saturday.
Nice. Might see you there.
Yep. And then we're going up north. Got a place in the Bay of Islands. So I'm going to hang out there, hopefully get some good weather and go fishing. And then for the rest of it, I'm just going to be dad and catch up with mates and drink some wine and just be a normal person.
Beautiful stuff. Well, you deserve the break. You've had a magnificent year. You've got a couple of big years coming up. And thanks for coming in. Look forward to catching you up at Chasing the Fox.
Thanks, boys, and thanks for being a part of it again. I know it goes down very, very well.
No worries.
Apart from with the heads of TVNZ.
Yeah, it could be our last.
Yours, please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
My God, these headphones are loud.
Sorry about that, Foxy. He's a great New Zealander, isn't he?
Oh, such a good dude.
He's such a good dude. Like, so humble, rolls in.
He's looking trim.
Yeah.
Did you think that when he came in?
Yeah, he's looking good.
You're looking quite svelte.
And he'll say he didn't have a hat on. You always see him with a hat. And he doesn't have the Stuart Sink tan line.
No, he doesn't.
Like golfers do.
And he's also got hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I kind of thought that there might be a bit of balding going on, but he's got it all.
No, you've seen his dad. He's got a full set of hair.
Does he?
Yeah.
Plugs?
Yeah. No.
How dare
you say that?
Give us a message via the iHeartradio talkback function. Just click that microphone button and send us a note. Make it 1 part, make it 2 part. Don't you dare make it 3 part. Here's the first one. Yours, please.
Otago. Just back from a 4-day bender in Christchurch, drinking lukewarm $11 cans of piss in your shit stadium that's built by the doozers off Fraggle Rock. Fuck Canterbury. Then I got kicked out of the Rippers and not allowed into the casino. Fuck Canterbury. Fuck MASH. Fuck you, Joe.
Is that your
Love
dad?
You, G Lane.
Oh, thank you, mate. Is that your dad?
No, he'd never say fuck Canterbury.
Okay. Okay, so that's a Otago fan, made his way to Christchurch. He's right about the stadium that the Doozers built. It is a terrible stadium. But they're going to burn it to the ground in a few months, so that's fine.
I adore the fact that he's been on a 4-day bender. Clearly feels like pure shit, and he's gone, I just have to let the boys know.
Yeah, let the boys know. He got kicked out of the Rippers, got denied from the casino, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Quite strict there at the casino in Christchurch.
Mate,
they won't let
don't
jeans
even
in.
get me started on town in Christchurch.
At least the casino there's got standards. The one in Auckland is you can come in with your dog.
Yeah, that's right.
That's pretty manky.
But down there it's annoying. You've got to go in with your button up. A lot of R.M. Williams, chinos.
Yeah, you can't wear jeans.
With that puckered ass.
No jeans.
No sneaks.
No sneaks. I think that's good. You got to go to an effort.
Yeah, you say that, but then, when you've gone to Hagley for a day of cricket or something like that, and then you're in your Berkeys and your...
Go and have a shower, you dirty
Birkenstocks, not to be... Anyway, next one, yours, please.
Must apologise to your son, Lane, who was sitting in here with headphones on and heard that entire talk about.
Sorry, Rob.
It's real education.
G'day, fellas. I've got another idea for the next do draft you could possibly do.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you draft 4 or 5 other people for your ideal pub quiz. Could be New Zealand celebrities, worldwide celebrities, but I don't want you cheesing it and just going for like 5 different chasers. I want a range of people. Your Dame Susan Devoys, your Matt Heath for your animal reproduction facts, and I want you to think about who's going to be writing them down, who's going to be leading the team, who's going to be running the questions up. Anyway, love yous, fuck yous. See you, Hodaki Corner.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. From any walk of life.
That's fun.
Yeah, and he's right. Don't be a loser and just go for the Destroyer or whatever, the Vixen or whatever they have on the chasers. You got to go a bit wider than that.
One of the most underrated quiz knowledges out there that I can think of is definitely Lee Hart.
I think you want to go someone like Dylan Cleaver.
Oh, DC would be great.
Dylan Cleaver is just a massive nerd. Yeah. So is Scotty Stevenson.
Yeah,
he's a huge nerd. I think you got to spread the net quite wide. Like I'd be a scribe because I'm pretty useless at any actual proper facts.
Yeah,
but I'd like to think I could galvanise the team.
Okay,
and be the hype guy. And
then
I'd
you can be the runner if you want.
Yeah, and then I'd bring in Scotty for your kind of rugby code. Hockey, does a bit of hockey and cricket, and then you got DC, who's an all rounder.
Dylan Cleaver for sure. You're going fairly sports focused here, though.
Yeah, well,
is DC good?
He said 5, didn't he?
This is good. I'm just making
4.
sure. Yeah,
4. Okay, so I've got one more. And so is this quiz? Is it sports quiz or any quiz?
Well, I mean, how many?
Let's focus. Pub quiz.
Yeah, I think you're going to need a bit of general knowledge here. I mean, DC will for sure have it.
Have a bit of general knowledge.
Yeah.
But someone needs to know a bit of geography.
What about like
a bit of pop culture as well? Because I can imagine that both DC and Scotty Stevenson wouldn't know what the current number 1 song in the charts is.
Yeah,
so I'll probably need someone with a bit of nous on that front.
Wells would be shit at that.
Oh, he'd be shocking.
Yeah, he'd be
absolutely shocking. I'll come back to that. Let's do that later. But it's good.
That's fun. That one. Yeah, I'm going to think about that and bring back a couple of answers for that tomorrow. Okay, next one. Yours, please.
Congratulations, boys. This week having the Jewel podcast. You have converted this radio Haraki breakfast podcast listener to an agenda podcast listener. And I'll probably drill build for a little bit.
Welcome.
But, I know where my heart is now.
Welcome.
Oh, I love to hear from you, mate.
Great to hear from you. Welcome to the Agenda podcast. Once you pop, you don't stop.
Next one. Yours, please.
Hey, influencers. Just a yours, please from you this time. We're a week we have the Australian cricket team staying. So, just any ideas to get a quick one on them, just get in their minds early on.
Yeah.
Anyway, fuck mid Canterbury this time. Up Poverty Bay.
Oh yeah,
up the bay.
Is mid Canterbury like Ashburton? It is, eh? Is that?
I always thought mid Canterbury was Christchurch, but because you got North Canterbury, South Canterbury.
That's Canterbury. Mid Canterbury is your Ashburtons, your
isn't that
Dunsandel and
your
all
Dunsandels? Yeah, lovely.
Isn't that technically South Canterbury?
I mean, I don't know. You know me. I'm not.
Well, it's south of Christchurch.
It is south.
No, South Canterbury is your your Timaru, your Waimati. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
I knew that. I knew that.
Thank
you, Joe. But I was just saying that technically mid should just be Christchurch because that's in the middle of north and south.
One day we are going to have to get a focus group together of maybe agenda listeners and just get us all in a room and we can decide where everything in this country sits.
No, I think everyone knows except you.
It's called a map.
Yeah, you.
I just don't know if
we're
all across.
You're
it.
a geotard. That's why.
I just think we need to be a little bit more across it.
Stop
and
saying
all
we.
on the same page.
Stop saying we.
That's all I ask. Next one, yours, please.
That's it.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You tried to get out of that. I'm coming back to it. No, anyway, I think we can knock it on the head, can't we? I mean, if people are still listening to this after the Ryan Fox interview, then well done.
Oh, what are you doing, actually?
Congratulations. We'll see you.
Take a look in the mirror.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Love yous.
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartradio or wherever you get your podcasts.